Welcome, welcome guys to ASRNZ round 5 Kyalami Enduro. Welcome as always, Davo. Welcome, bud.
Thanks, Farmer.
Yeah, sweet buddy.
Good to be back again this week for round 5 at Kyalami, Calamari. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, back for another enduro tonight.
Yeah, great stuff, and we do love our squid rings there, Davo.
Yeah, a bit of a fan of the old squid ring, so yeah, calamari it is. But yeah, round 5 enduro tonight. The boys have just gone through driver brief and sort of going to just sort of roll out to qualifying by the looks of it. Is that
Okay,
early?
straight into it a bit early there.
Yeah,
We
that's
might
okay.
just quickly whip up the leaderboard if we can, just to do a quick catch up.
Yes.
Nothing too significant really to look at there. Noticing Ashley dropping down.
Ashley and Glenn Dyer too
Oh,
had
and Glenn, yeah.
tough couple of weekends. So yeah, he's dropped down a little bit, but yeah, it's all sort of stayed fairly standard up the top there. I suppose in
Mate,
the top
eh?
10, hasn't it? Other than
Yeah.
that,
We'll whip through. Second page there, Davo. What do we got? Aaron M doing quite well in the AM there, coming through into the Pro-Am class quite nicely. Pete needs up his game, looking at the stats there.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the much there, Davo.
Yeah, there's been a few, sort of really high races for some of these competitors over the last 4 rounds, and some pretty lows, I suppose, for others. And yeah, I suppose this is the time we crank up our little widgety graphy
Our
thing.
little fancy worm graph, mate. Brought to you, buddy. We've got this. Brought to you by Jarks, aka Damien Jones. And a little fancy graph here that you might want to replay once you've watched this again, but noticing a couple of punters there, Perko, Crosby dropping,
yeah,
climbing back up a little. Pretty fancy, Davo. Pretty fancy.
Pretty fancy, but you can see how pretty well the whole field's had highs and lows throughout the first 4 rounds, and
yeah, look at those lines, mate. They're a hell of a scene, really, behind those names, aren't they?
It is.
It's John and maybe Josh at the top there with a couple of nice straight bars to their names, but everyone else has had a right mixed bag.
But
yeah.
But the rest of it's pretty jagged looking, like so. Yeah, interesting little graphic there for everybody to sort of get a bit of an idea on how things can change in points wise in these series. So yeah, clever technology there. Good use of the data. Well done, thanks Damien for that. But yeah, we see the boys out there,
just out
and
on
they're
track,
probably
mate.
yeah. It looks like I don't think anybody's completed a lap yet, so we're still.
I think everyone's maybe on their first flyer.
Tricky little circuit here. Look, not very familiar with it myself. Only just watched a little bit of the practice stuff earlier this evening, but yeah, looks very technical, very tricky. A lot of blind stuff. Some very committed cornering required for a lot of it. So yeah, it's going to be a tricky. What a track to be running an enduro on.
Oh
this
yeah,
will be tough.
It will be tough. It will be tough. Yeah, not one of my favourites, Davo. These guys are really going to be on their game around this track for a full 90 minutes.
Yeah.
The
only consolation is that it could provide plenty of action for us tonight.
Yes, exactly. And Josh straight to the top there, preliminary with a 41.3.
Oh, nice.
Josco and P2 after lap 1 there. He's looking steady. watches the rest of the boys come across the
So-
track. Who have we got that hasn't really sort of... Let's check on what Glenn's doing.
So Josh going the
Crosby.
Lambo there, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's got himself into P2 at the moment there. Preliminary at the first flying lap that's gone by, and I'm just watching Glenn go off track, get a bit of a dust up behind him. Crosby hasn't put in a lap for us yet, neither's Ashley.
Yes.
Pressure's on, actually, with 7 minutes to go.
The pressure is on.
It's a big
and,
race.
As we were mentioned earlier, it's like a really technical little track here to the, you know, like basically drive without having to qualify. You know, like just to race on. So I'm sure the boys are trying to balance that. You know, that pace. You know, how far do you push to get a good lap and/or bin it.
Yes,
So,
we just watched the Lambo go very wide on the final turn.
I see that, and
possibly getting out of the road there.
Okay.
Glynch through to P5 there. Steve-O into P4.
Yeah, Steve-O in P4. Nice work there from Stephen.
So Steve-O was saying that the Aldi felt like it was going pretty good here.
Yeah, cool. That's
earlier
good
in
to
the
hear.
week. Yeah. Yeah,
he has struggled the last couple of weeks, hasn't it, Farmer? Like for
a little
pace,
bit.
it seemed like definitely last week anyway. It seemed to struggle a little bit for pace. So.
Just trying to think how he went last week there, Davo. But
that was so long ago.
Great to see Steve up there in P4.
Yeah,
we've got
good
5 minutes to go, so that's a good posse. What have we got? Josh still on top there. Mark Josko still holding P2 in that Lambo.
Yeah, so Josh just running over that seriously blind hairpin there as they work their way down the hill. Josh currently on a 141. Yeah, but we saw him doing low, should I say high 40s in practice. Yeah, pre-quali. So
we might see one here actually, Davo. He's 0.3 under, and noticing Glenn behind him has got a good chunk of time too.
Yeah, well, there it is.
There's your 40.
There's your 40. Yeah.
Glenn into 3. So yeah, both those boys are on good laps. Aztec's showing a bit of time here as he's put himself up into the top 10. What else we got? Matt Cook showing a little bit of pace. And his Ferrari, currently in 13th, is going to drop him maybe into the 10 if he can put the lap together actually. Might as well keep an eye on what he's up to.
I think so. The Ferrari doesn't get a lot of air at the moment. I suppose it's probably because there's not a lot of them on track. And
well, it doesn't have a lot of sponsorship on it, to be fair, David.
No. So here he goes.
And he's gone at 11. Oh, so close.
Yeah, and only a 10th. Not even. It's probably a couple of hundredths of top 10 there at the moment. So
BK.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a few boys. We've got Josko, Crosby, Aaron, and Aztec all up a couple of 10s.
All punching a little bit higher there for their next lap. Crossland's
sneak into 4th there, haven't we? Yeah.
And just solid as again.
Just keep an eye on Aztec there, Davo. Just his 0.6 up coming around the final turn there, mate.
Oh, he is too. Here we go. Let's just see if we can get this Bentley across the line. This is
could put him into 5, possibly. Yes, he's done it. Nice.
Oh, nice work. Nice work. I mean, Aztec's no slouch in the right car, and I mean, I'm sure the Bentley has its challenges, to get it to go fast, but it's it's no slouch either,
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah.
We just watched Pete Espy just advance a couple there. A lot of the boys almost called it actually. Too much
Yeah, see
action
if
going on. We've got Glenn, got a little bit of pace.
oh yeah,
He
Glenn's still out.
might go P2 with this actually, if he can keep it together.
Oh, as he just gets up over that blind as braking area into that
Oh,
double apexing left-hander down the hill.
and Aztec's right behind him, but also on a
He is.
very good one too. Both these guys could advance a little bit.
Look at that run down that hill, a roller coaster ride down that hill. Some tricky stuff down the bottom of the hill here too. Although it doesn't look much, like on a track map or topographically, like to get these cars around these corners is very difficult. As Glenn just actually comes around onto the start
He's
finish
got it.
straight
Has he
here.
got it?
He's got
He's
it.
got him.
He's
He
up a
might go
couple.
P2 here, mate.
He
He
might
has
go.
done.
Oh, I would have thought third, but there you go.
And
Where did
Aztec to
Aztec go?
3.
Aztec.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
See,
Did they
wonder if the
sneak in
back of
for
that.
some tyres or something that we didn't notice, I wonder?
No, well, I saw Glenn stay out earlier. There you go. Geez, that's not too bad. The track temps up nicely at 28 degrees, but the
Right.
ambient's down. So maybe we're getting some good horsepower. We're watching Steve Melling here
I
actually
am, mate.
just
Actually, yeah, just having him come
slip across
around
there.
just in
But
case. He was showing a little bit of
he was showing a little bit there.
inspiration there. Ashley Biddick, possibly, what's he going to do? He needs to find a lot, doesn't he?
He
Although,
does actually.
noticing Ashley in the new livery this week, apparently they wrote last week's car off. It was beyond repair, let alone
Uh,
painting it. Yeah,
well, I did see it after the race, and
yeah.
yeah, no wonder really. So, as I'm sure all the boys that have been working on that car during the week are nervously watching Ashley just pedal that car around. The car's looking reasonably solid, but
Yeah,
although
we just saw him hit a
not
massive
overly
drift
quick,
up the top there, I think,
I
just a
did
little
I
bit
did say,
before. Yeah,
I wasn't going to mention that, but
because he lost his time he had, mate. And he could have gone top 10, and he just, ooh,
ooh, just dips the wheels again.
okay.
There's a serious bit
Look,
of ripple, bit of sea sausage on that apex back
yeah,
there on that
okay.
second last corner, and that is definitely catching a few of the boys out. So
Possible,
um,
still working on the setup with that brand new chassis there, still coming to grips with it. It's probably not the same as what he was driving last week.
yeah, well, brand new car and all pretty well, wasn't it?
Okay, what's going on? Qualifying
we
time is
are.
counted down, so those on track are on their last lap.
We've got about a minute to go on my screen here, Farmer. We've got
Stevo calling
Josh.
it a day.
And we got high 40s at the top. We got Glenn. Glenn trying to come back from a couple of pretty crappy weeks, really. The poor bugger, he's had some drama. So, yeah, not too bad in second there at the moment with a 41.4. Aztec really, really close behind with a 41.550 in third position.
Yeah,
Josco,
super close and really, uh,
super close between
yeah.
second and third. Yeah, Josco,
Sorry, mate.
Josco in fourth
Just go.
position.
Just go. Just go.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
We're up. Yeah, we'll just send the merch this way, Josco. We're up for it. McDonald in fifth at the moment. All these boys are sitting in pits now. Crossy in sixth. Oh, thought he might have got the Merc up a little bit higher. maybe just not enough big braking areas for
Yeah.
the Merc to
For the Merc.
really. Steve Melling in 7th, Aaron Enright in 8th, Anthony Chesner in 9th, and Matt Cook
Matt Cook. Matt Cook
in 10th.
for the 10.
Mate,
Hey,
is that Matt Cook, the new guy?
it's Matt Cook, the recently new guy. Yes, it is.
So,
It's
well
not.
done.
It's not Cameron May, the new
Oh,
guy.
Cameron May is the new guy, but
But
yeah, Matt Cook.
yeah, no, well done. That'd be probably the best qualifying Matt's had at ASRNZ, mate.
Yeah, so well done to Matt there.
Yeah.
Just looking up.
BK, what do we got? BK, Jake, B Dog in 13, Pete, Ashley. We saw Ashley struggling back in 15 there. Jarks also back in 16th, mate. Some big names back here.
Absolutely,
Cameron
absolutely.
Mule, Kenny, Bear, Troy.
And just quickly, Matt Cook is currently running 27th in the championship,
Is
and
that
he's an
right?
amateur driver. So
And he's an am. Oh,
yeah.
go Matt Cook. It's got to be our man
Okay.
for the night, eh? It's got to be
So
our. It's got to
I
be
don't
our
know
wild
why.
cardy.
So
What are the odds, bud? What's the odds at TAB?
Oh, jeez. I don't know whether that brings that up on my data, actually.
It's got to be 25 to 1, surely.
So, surely. At a minimum. Okay. So, we got cars on track.
Just hit the drive button.
Let's have a look at this.
Let's select us a car, mate. Who do we want to see?
Settles down. Oh, look. Where were
Might
we?
just start.
Hang on, I'm just clicking screens here.
Here we go.
I'm going to go helicam on probably fourth or fifth position, third or fourth position, and let's just have a look and see how this rolls out in the first few corners.
Oh, now, Davo, we've had an update too.
We have.
The starting procedures, and we've got
just quickly,
we've got a full formation lap now. So.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
I knew there was a change in it, but I was unaware that it was like a full lap formation. So here we go. This always tests the patience of the boys when everybody's G'd up.
And the comps team. Make us wait another lap.
We've all, most of us in the comms team, pretty well everyone, has raced online, and yeah, the tension in a warm-up lap or per session. Look at it.
There's a new in-game app that these guys are running tonight, and they've given them a full lap formation to get used to it.
And so that gives them some detail to what on their formation and their position, so that they're in line. Is that what the app is that they're running?
Brings up a directional arrow system which tells you where you need to have the car.
Oh, they're off.
We're off. Okay.
We are racing.
Flag that formation lap info there, mate. It is on.
We have, just quickly there, we've got
that caught us out, bud.
Is that Crossy just ducked the nose of his Merc up there? He's looking for a little bit of. Is that John McDonald there?
Boy, yeah, just behind him.
Yeah, very tidy start. Couple of side-by-side cars back there a little bit. I think that's actually.
There's a bit of action going on at the back there, mate.
I think it's one of the
field come across here.
Yeah, one of the Bentleys and the McLaren of Enright, is it?
Everybody manages to complete the first half of this lap quite nicely.
Yeah, very tidy. Yeah. Very tidy stuff. Very tidy stuff.
On
considering how tricky some of these and blind some of these corners are, very easy to miss a braking marker, isn't it, mate? So.
Oh yeah, that one at the top of the hill here, as we're just watching them go around. It's a really tricky corner.
So So yeah, a lot of respect from everyone here.
Just keeping an eye on the Ferrari of Ashley there. He should have some pace coming through from 18th, and we'll just watch what he gets up to.
Considering there is an hour and a half of racing,
Yes.
these boys will definitely be giving each other a little bit of space as they come across the line for the first lap. Led Josh Vedica, Gleno, Aztec, Mark Josco, John McDonald, well done by Josco, Steve Crossland, Aaron Enright, Steve Melling, Anthony Chester, and Jake McKellar rounding out the top 10. Well done, boys. Tricky stuff. They all
Tricky
settle in. A
stuff.
little bit of side stuff there, I think, with Melling.
Yeah, Steve-O just going past Aaron Enright, mate.
Aaron
there.
Enright, little bit of a slip from the back of the Audi.
And
Might
that's...
put Enright back in front there.
Oh, it has.
Yes. And Chesner takes advantage.
And a little
Chesner.
wiggle from Steve-O after he got that done on Aaron, and he's lost 2 places back.
Yeah,
And McKellar looking for a piece too.
Now behind the blow dodge. But yeah, good work from Chesner there actually, just jump on that really
He snuck
quickly
him behind him, didn't he?
He saw
nice
the opening
work.
and took advantage of it. So unfortunate for Melling in the Castrol Audi, but yeah, nice work, Chesner.
Wow, is this what we're in for 90 minutes? But
look, I think so.
I hope it stays like this.
I think this track will deliver. Just ducking back to a bit of John McDonald and
mate, we're there. All over the back of that Lambo.
Yeah, as quick as that Lambo is at the moment, you know, John McDonald is still a how many times champion. He does
4, bud, I can tell you.
Does not muck around as they come across for the second lap.
Missing a triple crown is probably the only thing John Boy doesn't have.
From the triple crown winner here, Farmer, just quietly, everyone.
Just quietly. We bring that up once per season. Okay.
At least.
At least once.
Even when you're not in the booth, it comes up. Oh, who's that wolf there in the background? Was that McDonald that came?
Still hanging in the back there, yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's Crossland rejoining the track there.
Can we go back?
Down.
We'll just watch, have a look here.
Have to go back a little bit quickly.
Yeah, we've got him. We've gone right back to 30 seconds. Then both of them watch him come around the turn.
Round the left and it comes in. I'm not sure, did he get a wheel in the dirt there?
And, he did. He just went off the edge just ever so slightly. Interesting that Crosby's struggling tonight, Davo, when he's really been up there normally in that Merc.
Oh, the last few weeks it's been on fire. So, yeah, very fast car when Crossy's on point. But, yeah, struggling. We noticed it a little bit in practice. Off air, we were commenting on it. It was a little bit slower than what we thought it would be. And then clearly in quali, it didn't perform as well, you know, as we thought it would.
Yes.
But, you know, this is a long game. Maybe the car's set up for a long game, you know, like, so look at these boys. You see that long shot there, big gap. Look at that group of cars. Wilson, is it, in the pink?
Yeah, Wilson with Ashley and
look at
those
that group
boys
of cars.
there.
There's
Yeah,
like a whole bunch of them there side by side with Bediger and Simpson. Kenny, very respectful in the
Which one's Kenny, buddy? Oh, he's coming up the outside of Ash, is he?
Yeah, Simpson in the... Kenny Simpson in the
red Lexus, is that right?
In the red Lexus, that's right. And Grills in the... No, we got Wilson in between. Oh, look. Yeah. Oh.
I think Troy backed out of that, decided to back his pick bits up a little bit.
Smartly.
And get out of that three-way sandwich, yes.
Yeah, and I think Wilson
well
just
done.
dropped back there a little bit, and probably for good reason.
He lives to fight on. And just noticing Bear just starting to pull away maybe a little bit, but Kenny with the big drift sideways?
Yeah, big out wide there. It's just allowed Ashley actually did.
Has he gone
right
round?
up the side.
He has.
He's gone round him easily.
And the Bentley sniffing.
And the Bentley is sniffing.
Great little battle here, actually. These boys have
Great
been
little battle.
really working hard behind the wheel, won't they? Massive concentration.
You know,
And this is what passes the time, isn't it, when you're really in battle like this?
and especially on this track with these blind corners, it's just the concentration level. When the cars are racing this tight, you know, the braking areas are critical. And it'll be interesting to watch. Oh, yeah.
Was that the Bentley? Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a big lunge on the inside of Simpson there. I thought he might have had more pressure on him, but yeah. As the race goes on, it'll be interesting to see how the concentration levels go really on a track like this.
Oh, is that Pete and the Lexus? Is it behind them? No.
So
that must be Kenny. That must be Kenny. Oh no.
So Simpson's in front of Wilson.
Mule. It's Mule Racing Mule there, mate, that I was looking at. Sorry. I was just having a little look on the back of Pete.
Oh yeah.
But he's tucked back up behind him.
In the orange. Yeah.
And just
so that's allowing,
couple
like
of
you're saying,
matching.
it's allowing those other boys to bunch up, isn't it, behind them? Yeah.
A couple of matchy Astons there. Having a good battle at the back, and they obviously haven't taken our email seriously about letting us know which one's which.
Come on, cut us a break.
Now, come on, cut us a break, guys. Yeah. What have we got? We're just maybe noticing that Josh is still leading this race with a little gap now that he's pulled on Glenn. What does it tell us? 1.4 seconds. So, Glenn hasn't gone anywhere just yet. Aztec staying in there with his Bentley. Nice, hard-fought third at the moment. John Boy has managed to get past that Lambo of Josco.
He has, and
missed that.
Hunting. Yeah.
And we would have expected that.
From
our champ, I suppose.
You can see it coming. I'm sure there's plenty of respect between Josco and McDonald, and that Lambo's hasn't got the mumbo to stay out in front of JB there. He would have let him go. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, even Anthony Chestnut, mate, 6th place in his McLaren. This is probably the best showing we've had from the McLaren.
Absolutely. And Steve Melling just smashing it out in the Audi as well, which is awesome to see, because that has struggled for pace over the last couple of weeks, really. So, seeing that car well beaten up, a couple of times.
We've seen it well beaten up, yes.
Oh, we have in the last few rounds. So, it's good to see Steve just really cracking on and get support. Quite achieved, Stephen. Obviously, still doing well in the championship. Running in, let me just quickly tell you.
Yeah.
In 8th position.
In 8th, okay.
So, yeah.
Well, he's on 7th on track, so he's up on his game.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, yeah, all good, and I'm sure he's happy in the position he is. So
just watching BK take Jake there.
That was BK, was it? I could see that in the background as I was talking there, and yeah, that is BK taking Jake McKellar as they run across the line again.
And Matt Cook's still there in 10th place, eh?
Matt Cook, well
done,
Matt Cook.
Way to go. 25-1 for a top 10 finish.
Yeah, look, and I suppose normally we would see the Vettiga Ferrari in front of Cook, but yeah, good to see that
Vettiga
car.
Ferrari, yeah. Now the Vettiga Ferrari, just on the quiet, has been beaten by our new guy at the moment, Cameron May, doing outstanding in 12th place. Chasing down Aaron Enright, and he's shown really good pace. Actually, he's he's on for really. He's on for a top 10. If he can carry this through.
Yeah, and actually, just looking at that a little bit closer, May is actually putting pressure on Enride. It's not just follow the leader there.
Yeah.
May only in the series for a couple of weeks and really starting to stamp his authority, at least on the mid pack, if nothing else. As he runs a little deep there, probably missed his mark a little bit. You know that corner, Farmer.
Oh, that's the tricky bugger one. That's the one. That is the one. There's nothing. It's blind.
It's a PG program.
Yeah.
So we're just going to keep it. That's the corner.
Yeah. We're allowed to say bugger. Oh, are we on politely?
That'll do. That's it. Yeah.
Just going to jump on board with Cameron actually, and just see what he has got for Aaron in front of him. And we can just look at their last current lap times. Cameron May was just 1/10 quicker than Aaron as they shoot across the line.
Down that hill. Nice flowing track as it runs down the hill, but big stop down the end there.
Yeah,
really
big first
committed.
Corner, that turn
and,
one.
and just this flip-flopping into, like this off-camber braking area is really upsetting the car. Tricky little circuit to race on. Really good place to pass because the car's always so laterally loaded up, and there's not much more. If you're going hard, there's
Very tricky to pass, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, nothing more to give really. You can't out-brake on corners like this. So
here's this corner we just talked about earlier there, Davo, where you come up here, absolutely
half
blind,
over the hill,
and boom, big left-hand
double
hairpin
apex
there.
thing hairpin. So run down a hill again. Plenty of bloody
Great stuff there from Cameron. Good car there for the lap, thank you.
nice work. Yeah, plenty of elevation changes there over the course of not a particularly long circuit, but yeah, very busy.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Very
minute
busy.
Minute 42.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of an intermediate length, isn't it?
I mean,
Boys are just keeping sort of status quo there. We've sort of been just watching the top four. Little gap between them all. Someone's going to have to make an error really for too much to change. Glenn's still hanging on to the back of Josh. 1.6 second gap there. Last lap's round, Glenn a 10th quicker than Josh. So, and also John a 10th quicker than Aztec. So, according to our data, these boys are slowly catching the couple that are in front of them. And it'll give us something to watch maybe a bit later on, mate.
Yeah, well, like
10 laps.
There'd have to be a mistake, as we've already seen. It's like difficult to pass, so unless someone makes a mistake. Glenn is staying in touch with Josh.
Yeah, he is. We'll just watch him come across the line.
I wonder.
We've got Josh.
I wonder how hard Glenn's pushing there to keep up with that Datsun.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder how hard the Datsun's pushing to stay in front of that. Glenn looks very focused tonight compared to the last couple of weeks where the cars or Glenn has struggled with pace.
Yes.
He's on point there tonight. This first, 10 or so minutes is.
In his last lap, Davo 3/10 quicker than Josh, so he's clearly on the charge. He
is.
He's feeling.
It looks tight.
He's feeling like the car's got something there, and he's asking for it.
Yeah, so if we don't see a pass or we don't see anything from the drivers, like pretty well across the field, it's going to all come in the pit stops.
The pit stops. Right. Hour 13 to go. We're predicting pit stops around probably the halfway-ish, so
Yeah.
maybe into the 50-minute mark. So we've got a good 20 odd minutes still to go then for this to play out. Glenn's got that gap down now to 1.3. Jake McKellar showing.
McKellar?
No, just looking at Aaron Enright, just chasing on the back of Matt Cook actually, and this is for the 10.
And just watch Stephen on Chester at the moment too, if you get a chance.
Yeah, these two guys having a good little battle too. Chesner's still holding Steve-O for now. Lap times very similar actually, maybe 100th quicker to Anton on that last lap. John Boy still going slightly quicker than Aztec on his last lap, so he's catching. And Josh has put his head down and done a 42 flat.
Oh yeah, nice work from Josh.
And actually pulled a little gap back from Glenn on the front there, so
yeah, marginal, but definitely noticeable. The little gap that Josh has pulled out there, and just probably trying to stamp his authority on the pace of that Datsun, you know, like, and just showing Glenn that he's got his measure.
Just waiting for him to catch up a bit before he pulls away.
And it looks like they've actually pulled away from Aztec because of it as well, so.
Actually, also just keeping an eye on Crosby and Jargs at the back. 15th, 16th, good little battle there. Surprising Crosby. Did we not see him qualify in 4th, David? Did I get that wrong?
No, it was 6th or something.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you would have expected, you know, 3rd or 4th or whatever, but it was down a little bit, only a couple, but yeah, and looked like he struggled a little bit. We saw him just step a tyre off and have a little bit of an excursion earlier in the race. Just looking at the back of Damien's car, if you're looking out of the back of... oh, look out.
And a bit of a touch-up there.
Oh, yeah, Damien, well out of control there.
Got that. And we just go at the back of Jug's car and just see them both go off track. And a bit of a touch-up there.
Yeah, tricky situation there for Crossy, actually. He was tailing very closely behind Jacques, and they were both pushing hard, and as you can see, the Datsun just gets the tail out a little. Jacques had nowhere to go, touches it. And he takes the tap, and there's tears.
There's always plenty of tears.
Yeah.
Owen pressuring Kenny a little bit at the back there. I think it's Owen.
Yeah, Owen Willisey in one of the Astons there. I'm not sure which one it is. It's the blue and black one. There's two of them. But yeah, this is just pushing up behind Kenny. Simpson over this crest, tricky part of the track. Really got to have your braking areas sorted. Nice work. Aston looks comfy on this track.
And who's that back behind them, David? Is that Jarks back in 18th place?
Yeah, that is Damien.
And look at this. That looked beat up too. Looking at the back of that thing. And the side, actually. And the front, actually.
Well, that was the thing. I was just about to comment because I was in car with Crossy, and I'm looking at the back of Damien's car, And I'm thinking, geez, look at all the scratches and it's all beat up. And then he came off. And then, of course, he hit him. And so it's probably looking worse than when I saw it last. So,
Yeah.
yeah, tough gig for Jarkus
Very
tonight.
tough gig. Ashley's still hunting down the back of the other lone Ferrari in this race.
Yeah,
And
we
he's
found
got in
him.
between these two now. So
Yeah, he's found himself right behind it. And actually, Ashley does look like he's got the measure, you know, as we would have expected. So,
yeah, well, he's come forward a few, hasn't he? Did he start back?
yeah,
He was down in 17 or 18 or something, I think, on the grid.
yeah, definitely no disrespect to Matt's pace, but yeah, Ashley would normally be a little bit higher up on the in the field than that, and he's obviously had a bit of a tough run, either in qualifying or at the end or the beginning of the race. So just slowly working that Ferrari back. I just wonder how many guys are running a longer style setup farmer. You know, is it available? As we just watch Ashley just duck underneath, Matt just gives him plenty of space. You know, with tyre pressures and fuel loads and stuff, is there a longer running setup that you can and do in an hour and a half race?
Yeah, there is. And we're not sure who's running what, are we? We're not
No.
sure whether these boys are fueled to halfway or really to go long. Doesn't look to be any chance of rain on the horizon anywhere on my screen.
Yeah, just the data we've got at the moment. Well, I've only got temperatures. I don't have weather forecast actually local, so yeah, track temps at 28. Look, it's just nice stuff. It's 22 degrees ambient and 28 track, and so the cars are making good horsepower. Track's, you know, reasonably grippy, and it looks it. You know, these guys are racing nice. Not too much slippage. We're not seeing a hell of a lot of action.
Too much slippage?
Unfortunately.
Not too much slippage.
No,
Yeah,
no,
nice.
we're not seeing too much, no, action really, because the boys just aren't. You know, the cars are grippy and they're racing the race well. So, oh, as I speak, Matt Cook just
Did he?
Matt
We were just looking at him too.
Matt Cook just stepped a foot wrong, which actually let who's that behind him? Was that May?
Been too long.
It was too. Yeah, so May has slipped past, and so we've got Ashley Vedica, Cameron May, and now Matt Cook in the Ferrari.
We just missed that, David. There we were watching them and we were just keeping an eye on it was up front. And
yeah,
he has lost that position, so Matt back to 13, and we've got a wager on him to finish in the top 10, haven't we?
yeah, we do.
So
For both of them, actually.
Ashley 11, Jake, BK, Steve-O, yeah, look, there's some big names to get past
Yeah,
there still.
there is some big names there.
Out of the top 10, Frozzy, Beer, Jugs. Yeah, there's a few there that can come forward too. So.
Yeah, so probably the biggest names there that are just sitting way back. Obviously, Steve Crossland in the Merc running the NASA-sponsored brake kit, and Damien Jones in a very beat-up Datsun. Probably two of the top runners that are well down the field at the moment.
Yes.
And trying to make their way up to a pretty healthy mid to lower pack here. And these guys are obviously running their own battles with each other. So just watching on the helicam here.
Just noticing that Glenn has really reined in on the back of Josh now, and his last lap
Oh, he
was
has too.
a good 4 tenths quicker than Josh.
Oh, good call there. I hadn't noticed that.
John is still slowly catching Aztec as well, but just by
A whisker.
A whisker
Yeah.
each lap,
Yeah.
mate. So
Yeah.
we'll come back to him in about 10 more laps.
Yeah, but yeah,
But Glenn's close.
That's a considerable gain from Leno there on Joshy. So I
just check
think
the lap times.
Josh will notice that in his mirror. Joshy's no
absolutely.
slouch, and he'll be all over his telemetry on screen and that mirror that he can see that Aston all over. Geez, the Astons are
Better
looking
accent there, wasn't
very.
it, from Glenn on the Aston?
All the
Yeah.
Astons all the way down through the field look very comfortable on this track tonight. I think that's
last lap
just
round. Glenn
here
still
we
with
go.
a 10th or 2 on Josh, so
it's hard to pull away from this, but
got a good gap on third place too. Good 6 seconds back
yeah,
to
but
third place there. They don't need to do anything
ranging.
silly, do they? They just need to.
McDonald ranging really closely up behind Aztec in that process too.
He is too. Still a good hour to go, so these guys got plenty of racing.
Oh, absolutely, and even before pit stop. But again, McDonald in an Aston.
Yes.
And like I said, all the way through the field, right back down into the Cameron Mays and the and is there any more?
Yeah, there is,
Yeah,
mate.
the McElroys.
The B-Dogs.
The Troy. That's right. There's plenty of asses down there that are doing super smooth work. So yeah, interesting stuff.
I just thought Steve-O was having a little close look there, but nothing came of that. And like I say, John, pretty close to Aztec now.
Yeah, I reckon McDonald will give Aztec a rev before pit stops for sure. Steve Melling and Chesner. I reckon Steve-O. Chesner looks a little bit quicker, a little bit speedier, but I reckon Chesner was behind Stephen before, I think. And he let him pass. He probably could have held him out.
Yeah, we did see Steve-O with.
Yeah.
Did he go past him and then got taken back or something?
Yes, that's it. But yeah.
Good looking car. The check's still cleared, mate. It's round 5. He's done well.
The check is well and truly cleared, and Steve easily keeping up with Chesner and keeping the game on. So it's good work.
A close gap right front here, but there's Glenn ranging right up the back of Josh through the big sweeper up into this hairpin up the top of the hill.
Wow, very close.
Gee, those boys obviously.
Here we go. Here we go.
That close through there.
Yeah, tough call. These guys been around for long enough to know what they're doing. Look at the times they're doing. These guys know their business, and plenty of respect from both. But yeah, when it gets close, anything could happen. We watched the Aston. It's really nice speed run out of here. Datsun had a really nice little tuck-in run there into that corner, so it was very little gain. But just watching.
Yeah, Datsun looks to have good power under acceleration, doesn't it? Once he finally does get it down.
And it looks like it deals with those little chase style braking areas where you know, like it just you've got that little kink before the you know, the heavy braking area that, and seems to deal with that a little bit better as we watch Gleno range right up
Right
again,
up on it through that
right
section of
up
the
on that
track.
change of direction, yeah. So both cars looking like they've got a gain in different parts of the track. Oh, this is
Wow,
close though.
that's
This is
very
very
close.
close. Oh,
Gonna have to go
underneath.
Blood. Gonna have to go.
Oh, I think it's an excellent
See
idea.
what's going on here, mate. The Aston's looking strong in the later half of the stint, aren't they? These boys are now kind of just trying to work to a number, trying to get to a time or a...
So we're 32 minutes in.
That's right, yeah.
Of a 90-minute race, and you know, there's still some time and some strategy. Pretty well from any time soon to pit hasn't opened yet.
Saw Josh get a nice run out of that final turn on that.
Didn't he?
That last time round there. We saw Glenn make a little error actually just prior to that, and the gap's just opened up for us a little bit.
Yeah, very, very tidy in-car viewing there. Nice.
Big wheel work there.
Smooth speed on the stream there. Oh God, the old Datsun looks so old school compared to the new Aston, doesn't it? The back of that thing.
Yes, it does look like it's from the 80s. You're right, like it came out of my wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yes.
The old twin round taillights, eh?
The 90s, I guess.
Goes back years into the 70s, doesn't it?
Yeah, good stuff from Glennon. Might not be wanting to do anything silly, just sitting there. He's got to probably see what pans out. I mean, if I was him, I'd be waiting for the pit stop.
Who's that? It's just
little back marker there coming up.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been car 22 B-Dog there going a lap down. As the boys rip through, and B-Dog's got out of their road. Well done.
Yeah, nicely done.
John Boy in the pits. John Boy is in the pits. Brr.
Okay, so first to the top runners.
He's in. He's in.
In the pit lane.
We seen you.
Can't escape it. We got eyes everywhere. We're watching. We're looking at you. Mate. So.
Lambo through into fourth. Steve-O still pushing hard on the back of Anthony.
We've got BK,
BK and
John
Jake.
McDonald. What should I say? Matt Cook, Crossland. Cross is staying out.
Bear and a nice 13th. Good work from Bear. Owen.
Super undercut from McDonald. Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, that's an early, isn't it? That's early 30, undercut.
That's
isn't it?
35 minutes, man.
I know.
That's a long stint. Will it put him in clean air? It looks as though it has. It's got a few back markers here and there to contend with. I'm sure he'll be able to deal with that. But yeah, big gamble there, Farmer. What are your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, possibly. He's going for track position, isn't he? Look, let's face it, he's going into the new tyre. He's going to try and get his head down now, get a few clean laps in and get track position, and just deal with that later. And that's one strategy that does work.
But who's that sitting there just a couple of hundred metres in front of him? It's Crossland's car.
Crosby. Right. He doesn't really want to be catching up and mingling with traffic. This is the downside of going early. Is you can play yourself into a, that's 3 cars in front of him. And that's 3 problems that he doesn't really want to have to deal with. But we'll see how he gets on, with even with 20 to go, he's probably going to start to feel it. And he's going to have to make good track position now.
Yeah.
While he
it's
can.
Like having a good in or out lap. He's got to get these few laps down and get that time back.
So he's looking to make obviously on Aztec, because really he's not looking to get 7 seconds on Glenn, is he?
Yeah,
Hang on, there's been a change in the front, mate. We've missed
and that was the position. Yeah, like I said, Aztec. Oh, Gleno got him.
What's happened? There's been a bit of a redress.
Oh, he's gone
here.
back. Yeah, I saw
we
that.
just caught the back of it at the top of the hill.
Can we get a replay? Get a late replay?
Just a little bit, just at the very end of it only. We've just seen them come together at the top of the hill. Josh has given it up.
Little touch, eh? Oh, well, maybe not. Say it a little bit. So, okay, we got Crossy's car in. We got Gleno's car in. Crossland out already. Simpson out.
Okay,
so this is like 38 minutes now.
We might keep an eye on.
What are you looking at?
I'm just watching John Boy come round. He is the first of the pit stops initially.
Oh yes. Okay.
So
see where he lands.
If he jumps Glenn with that little excursion that Glenn's had with Josh, I'm not sure how many seconds that's lost them up there. John's gone in early, maybe made a gain. Glenn should possibly still pop out in front of him, according to my calculations, as they just come down the front straight.
According to your calculations?
yeah. I counted it up on my hand just then.
Okay.
We
start with that.
John Boy come down there. Where?
He's got it.
Yeah, Glenn's gone. Glenn's gone. Glenn's in front of this battle, isn't he? Yes. Yes. Okay. So my calculations were okay, and John Boy is now getting held up by these guys.
Yeah, as we thought.
Yeah, this is what we were saying, wasn't it? Yeah.
It just come out in an awkward spot there.
Really going to hurt him now.
And they're fighting their own battle there.
And he might get that. As we just watched Owen get a bit of a tank slapper on there on the exit.
I did see that little tank slap there, but there's no. As much as these guys are backmarkers, they they're still racing their own race and for their own.
Position, isn't it?
And respects is due across the board here at ASR. So
Josh, Mark Josko, Malline, all in the pits.
All in the pits at the moment.
And I guess we need to see that Josh might have just gone a little bit early to his car, but we're just going to see if he comes out in or around where Glenn was.
So what? Glenn's come in and got out in front of JB.
Yes, but he was already in front of him prior to the pits.
Okay.
Just wondered with that little redress he did. And he's jumped Josh in the pits on my screen, Dave. It's a good undercut if he's managed to pull that off. And John Boy not actually too far behind Josh now as well, so good game from John. Possibly not such a great pit stop from Josh, might explain that more.
Next, who do we got to watch next? Aztec stays out.
Aztec has to.
Wow.
Okay, well we're not quite halfway
He's
through,
leading the
so
race. He's leading the race. He's playing the long game in the Bentley.
and BK too. So both the Bentleys.
Both the Bentleys, they're feeling comfy. It's a long-range vehicle.
Long range vehicle, yes, it is. Yeah. Not seen Ashley behind him.
Yeah, that is Ashley there.
He must have
But he
pitted.
must be down.
He must be down or possibly
Yeah,
already
because
pitted.
Aztec,
Yeah.
Aztec hasn't pitted. The Vetiga Ferrari must have been in.
Okay, so BK's going in.
BK's in now.
BK's in now. Aztec's carrying on.
Here we go. The last few bits of shuffling around here. BK's still on the jacks. In the Pussy Cam Bentley. Fred Cruz. The car's away.
Car's away.
Drops into 11th.
Just watching BK drops in.
Oh, he might have dropped another couple there. Okay, where's Aztec gonna go? He stays out again. Aztec stays out in the Bentley. This is a long haul.
Maybe he's going all the way, Davo. Can we do that? I don't think there's enough fuel. I don't think the fuel tank's big.
Surely not.
We're only just
car looks
approaching
solid
halfway,
too.
so
The car looks solid too. It doesn't look slippery, you know, like the tyres are suffering. Aztec, look, he's got a fairly good hold on in the car. It's got a good, solid looking set. So, yeah, nice work. Bentley's looking solid.
I think Matt Cook also stayed
Cook hasn't
out
been
too.
in. Yeah.
These boys are just
Bear Grylls maybe. Oh no, Bear Grylls in now.
Bears in, okay.
Who else was there? No, Josco's good.
Pretty much just got Aztec, Jake McKellar,
Yeah.
and Matt Cook to pit at the
Wilson in.
Right.
There's a couple of the guys up the back there just rolling in now, but yeah, mid to top packs just starting to level out now as we see. Surely Aztec's coming in. We've got to watch Aztec here. Just he's gone fast
He's
again.
gone again. Let's go for another.
Well, he's got the long range tank going on in the Bentley. James, we're going on a long haul.
We're carrying on, boys. Yeah. turn the aircon up. We're carrying on.
and looking very tidy on track too, mind you. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Pans out towards the end of the race. Halfway through the race, just gets called. Josh Vetiga in 4th position, but just really pulling some solid laps. So,
what have we got last lap round, mate? We've got Glenn actually showing promise there with a 41.6.
yeah.
Last lap round. Aztec doing a 42.4. So.
Jake McKellar in the pits.
Where's John Boy? What's he doing? A 42.4 as well. So
Yeah.
Aztec's still matching John's pace, even though John's gone in early. Aztec's managed to carry on out there, and he's still got good pace. So
yeah,
this could work for him. This could.
Yeah, and even without looking at the data we've got in front of us, just to look at the car on track, it looks healthy and looks like it's driving well. and quick. So here he is. Here we go. He's
Oh,
in.
we're in.
Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna watch this. There's Gleno.
We've got to keep an eye on John Boy because John and Aztec were in a good battle before John pulled in.
Yeah, we've got Glenn, Josh, and then John Boy.
And then John Boy, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, Aztec's still on the jacks.
These boys are just coming down the hill now.
Sweeping down the hill. Vertigo right behind. John McDonald right behind.
Let us know when Aztec starts rolling, bud.
He's still on the jacks. Oh. Engine start. She's off. He's rolling.
Okay. Just watching these boys come around the final corner. Aztec rolls out.
Here he goes. He rolls out.
Glenn's gone through.
On.
Oh, he's made a massive gain, has he, Davo? He's got out into P2. Wow. Wow. There you go. We're crunching the numbers.
Oh, mate. I thought he nearly had Gleno there.
Yeah.
Well, it's looking close.
It's only a few car lengths away from him, mate.
Yeah.
And that's a really good game. Done by an overcut, which doesn't normally work, does it?
Yeah, and good, really tidy drive from Aztec there. The car looked really smooth, very nice on a long, like long wear on the tyre there. So yeah, nice work.
Yeah, good work. He's probably feeling quite comfortable now too. He'll have a nice use of tyres. He's got the freshest tyres in the field.
Pretty well. See, well, that's another point too, Farmer.
Yeah, that's right.
Has he got Glenn's measure here too? With the fresh set of tyres. Interesting.
Is he going to be the one to hold up Josh? And let Glenn run away with it? Yes.
Let's see how this pans out, Farmer. This is going to run down to the wire. I reckon these guys are close. Look at that.
Just
all the way back to, is that fourth? First, second, third, fourth. All on the same bit of road there. Josco just coming around now.
Still holding
start
a good, solid 5th place for the Lambo.
Yeah.
How's our Aldi doing? Oh, Steve-O, yeah, he's still holding there. And sucks he's got the better of Anton in the pit stops.
He's 6th, but there's some big gaps actually between McDonald and Josco and Melling. There's some pretty healthy gaps. And Chesna's behind Melling. So, as we thought and we discussed earlier, looks like Stephen has got Chesna in the pits.
Yes.
It didn't look like the Audi had the measure on the track for the McLaren there, but he's in front now, and I bet he's got his head down.
Yes.
He probably doesn't want to look back because I'm sure that Anthony Chesna McLaren will be aiming straight at the back of that Audi. BK in 8th.
Jake in the top 10.
Jake McKellar in the top 10.
Ashley. He's gained another couple, isn't he? He's into the 10 now. Aaron.
I think he wants to get down into the single digits, Ashley. So it's like he's in 10th at the moment. I'm thinking
he'll want that one.
He'll definitely want that one. And seen Ash actually progress pretty well all the way through the race, haven't we, tonight? Just looked like the Ferrari had a tough lead up and start. He's worked his way through the pack nicely. And
Oh, yeah, he has, Dave. I'm just watching those big breaks across his back. Got the better of Cameron May into the top of the hill there. And he's carried on. He's made his position. Good little battle between Ashley and Jake as they come down the front straight, side by side.
Yeah, I think Ashley's. Oh, geez, I don't know whether the Ferrari's got the measure, but I reckon Ashley's got the measure on Jake at the moment. So, I think he's pushing that thing to the limit to get it sorted. Yeah, nice move by Ash. Tidy stuff. The Ferrari's looking very nice there. Settled into this second stint well, and McKellar not giving up though.
No, not at all.
Wow, plenty of pressure.
And look at the handling on that Lexus. Looks good, actually. He's able
not
to
a problem.
Come in tighter and exit tighter than that Ferrari in front of him.
Yeah, cutting back and forth, and
it's often easier to chase a car too, isn't it? So you might see Jake stay with Ashley.
Again, pokes the nose up, just reminding Ash that he's there. The Lexus, I don't think the Lexus has got it.
Okay. How about the Datsun and the Bentley in P2 and 3, mate? Because it looks like that is on. And I think actually the Bentley might have just flicked him the indicator to say down that side. I don't want a bar of this. So that's Josh back into P2. Glynn still doing 41s on his last lap out front there. Really got the hammer down.
I think that's about. I don't think I've ever seen Aztec so polite.
Yeah, you're right, actually, there, Davo. And just wondering whether he knew Josh was only going to get him, and perhaps wanting to make it to the end. Not feeling that he could hold Josh for another 36 minutes, possibly. it's a long time, isn't it, to have that dancing in your mirrors?
It's a long time.
Yeah, and if you look at the gap behind him back to John, he's got that comfortably, so probably a smart move, really. Yeah.
Again, I think Aztec.
Another soft move, though, we've seen at ASRNZ.
Playing a long game. We can call it playing a long game or the soft move. But either way, Aztec, smooth operator there. Short of meeting him, but it's probably the politest I've ever seen him let someone go past. So nice work from Josh. Awesome.
Yeah,
Donald,
good stuff.
It is good stuff. John, not blessed with the pace there. Gleno's Aston clearly. So he's sitting back down there a little bit in fourth position. And there's still big gaps all the way down to, I think Ashley's got a bit of a gap on McKellar now, so yeah. Enright, the other Aston, looking tidy, 11th position. Matt Cook in the other Ferrari in 12th. Yeah. Crossy,
still struggling.
Yeah,
13.
struggling. Surprising to see Crossy there, really. 13th position in the Merc. Camo May, he put the camo again, another Aston. Well done. Owen, another Aston. Bear Grylls. Bringing it up in the Toyota.
Bear Grylls back in 16 now. He's dropped back a couple, so. Troy, we had earlier on up in a battle too, didn't we? A bit further up the field, so he's actually about to be lapped by Glynn coming through. And Kenny has also gone back into 23. as the front runners start to come through these guys now. Damien Jones having a nightmare back in 18th, about to be lapped by the Lambo. And Aaron M, 20th. We've got Mule running in 21st. B-Dogs had a night probably to forget back in 22nd.
We've all had them.
and Pete also with another shocker. And I think they've got Ryan called it a night down the bottom there. Aztec still hanging on to the back of Josh there, Davo, and he's probably questioning whether he should have
politely waved him
past, perhaps now. The last thing you want is to be held up by the guy you've waved through.
Yeah, for sure.
You want him to pull you along, don't you? Yeah.
And like you mentioned, Farmer, like Aztec came out of the pits with the freshest set of tyres on the track,
yes,
pretty
true.
well. And, you know, in theory, that car should be the stickiest car on the track. So just will be interesting to see as the fuel load comes off a bit here towards the end of the last 30 minutes or so. It's going to change. I'm sure that attitude in that green Bentley will change.
Yes, if he's still with him, you know, with another 10 minutes gone, he'll be wanting to, like you say, the attitude will change there. And just might slip away for a minute there, Davo. Would you like me to leave it on perhaps this Josh and Ashley battle very quickly?
Yeah, leave it on Josh and Aztec and
back in tip road.
Yeah, so interesting to note the clearly different strategies between the two cars on screen at the moment, and not quite as much as the McDonald Aston Martin with a very early stop, but yeah, Aztec going very long in the Bentley, with Vediger doing a little bit of an early stop, so they come around to complete another lap. We see Vediger a little bit wide in the Datsun, clearly pushing hard to stay in front of Aztec. So it's the game is on. There's about 30 minutes to go.
Okay.
And I'll take my quick break now, and
we will, as we just watch. No worries there, Davo. Just watch Cameron May there, just holding on to a good battle behind him. Good challenge there from Owen. And Matt Cook and Bear Grylls are all in this battle. Great stuff as they come down the hill here. Maybe Matt just a little bit of an offensive line. Just covering there. Actually, well done. So making sure he's nailing those apexes. Missed that sausage on the inside there on that second to last turn. Get a good run off his final corner. Yeah, good stuff from the boys. I wonder if we should possibly have a lap with our mate Owen. Just watch him fly. Oh, good bit of pressure into one. way off cambered. Swings down into the bowl here and up to this wide hairpin. See Cameron to the inside. Nice exit and a good battle between these boys.
Yeah, is that the Cameron May and Willisey there and the two Astons?
Yeah, that's right, mate. And also Matt Cook and this Ferrari behind them, and Bear Grylls in there as well. Great little bunch.
Oh, that is a good little bunch of cars there as we see Willisey just ducking the tyre off the track and dealing with it excellently. He's actually giving a run down into this last corner of the track, run across the start-finish line. Yeah, Helicam shows
Some good stuff.
it's some good stuff, that's right. Just showing clearly if you just focus on Willisey's car.
Yeah, we are just looking at the back of Cameron's car at it.
Yeah, just the two different lines these boys are taking actually, and as we see,
Owen right up on him,
right up on him there.
To this big sweeping corner. And we watched Cameron get a good run out of here last time, and
Yeah,
yeah,
ducking and weaving, slightly different lines through there. There's, yeah, some of the other more awkward corners see clearly different lines from the two boys in the same car.
yes, these are identical cars, Dave. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
See Owen coming right up the outside there, trying to get a bit of exit off the turn.
yeah, yep.
But he's driven
Just running down.
Yeah, quite work for him.
The Helicam zooms right in there and very tight braking once again.
Oh, and another good run by Owen into this final corner here. He's put it down the
Look
inside.
at him. Oh, he has. He's forced the wide run there, but it's actually tightened him up too much there, and he's close stuff. Look at this run down into this first braking area here. He's going to have another crack here.
We had a little look here earlier too, and
I think
similar lap.
Cam's onto it. He's given him plenty of space.
Yeah, he has, but look, it's brought those two behind them right into
Really
play now.
tied up. These guys are playing.
Wow, great little battle. Just
Very close up the side from Willisey again. May a little bit of a slip. Bunches it right up the Ferrari, right up the side. Willisey.
Oh, Donovan Man.
Touching up.
A little bit of a touch up. We need to go back a car. Sorry, mate.
Oh yeah.
Just getting to Billy
Look,
Bro.
that's for Matt Cook, Bear Grylls. Look at that. Very close start. It happens every time. You get these boys within a couple of car lengths of each other and it starts to bunch up. Quite often it's in tears. But yeah, good quality driving there from all actually. That was pretty good. That could have ended up in, that could have been way worse.
Could have been.
Yeah, Willisey lost the position there and is sort of receiving a bit of pressure. But anyway, not too bad.
Just I see Glenn coming up onto the back of these guys.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's just starting to bunch up.
He is too, actually. Yeah, the leader, as we see, just coming in behind. Is that Bear Grylls now? Yep.
Yeah.
Bear would think would see this coming. As
Yeah,
you see,
well, he
the
has.
Lexus moves over,
Took a big club to the
clearly
left
backs
there.
off. Okay, well this will be interesting. These boys are fighting their own little battle here. So we probably just move back to where were we? Willisey. Bear's gone. Yeah, Willisey. Out the back of Willisey's car and see what's Glenn come up on behind him there.
Yeah, we have that technology, but
See the clouds again. It's a little bit overcast out the back there, but yeah, as we see at the back of Willisey's car, watch Glen range up now. Oh,
and who's that?
Willisey.
Was that Bear
That's
taking
Bear.
advantage of that
That's
as
the
well,
Bear
wasn't he?
yeah, thanks very
Can
much,
we just see
Owen.
that again? Can we just watch Bear do that?
Just slip that in there.
Oh, wrong. Thank you, says Bear. I'll follow Glenn round. Owen will be shaking his head at what happened there, I think. Probably wasn't the plan.
I'm sure there'll be some hand gestures.
And of course now Owen's about to let Josh through as well, so Bear will be laughing here.
Okay, so we'll jump up to Matt Cook's car and have a look at the leader.
The unsponsored Ferrari there as he moves across for Glenn to come through. Yeah, and is Bear going to get a sniff on this one as well? Is that what we're getting?
No,
he's close. He's close.
I'm sure the NTS chat will be warning Matty Cook not to let the Bear go through. So. But yeah, just interesting to watch Gleno just feeding his way through the back end of the field there. It's a balancing act.
Yes, it is. And Bear's having a good look actually on the back of Matt. Josh is going to come through here, so
he's chasing the ambulance.
I wonder if he'll do a little sneaky when Josh goes through on him as well. And we just watch Glenn get through on Matt as Matt.
Here we go.
Here comes Bear.
Here comes Bear.
And he's going to be saying, I don't care that you're in my mirrors, Josh. I got this. I got shit on the go here.
I got this.
Yeah, they're both at Josh through, actually.
Rightly so. Good fun.
Oh!
Oh!
Did Matt get it sideways? He has, because Bear's gone through on him. Just like that out of the final turn.
Tough stuff. Okay.
Aztec's coming through with these guys as well now. It's getting a bit mixed up for the boys. What else have we got, mate? What's going on in front here?
No, it's just...
on his own. We're just watching those front runners go through, weren't we?
Yeah.
Josco on his own,
That was interesting.
Steve-O on his own. Chesner and BK, a little bit of a battle. So, BK's obviously come through on Anthony. I think he was behind him earlier because we had Anthony in 6th place, didn't we, in front of Steve-O there at one stage.
Yeah.
In fact,
yes.
I think that's
well, Steve got in front of
Pete.
Yes.
I'm looking at, yeah.
Yeah, Steve Belling got past Anthony Chester in the pits, so...
Okay, so BK's running there. Actually quite a big gap to Ashley.
Actually, Ashley got into 9th. Ashley was in 10th when we looked at him last.
Yes.
And so he's put himself in 9th position, which we thought he would. He was chasing that position earlier. Next car up for Ash is BK's Bentley, which is actually, it's got a few cars. Is it raining?
Oh, yes, it is starting to spit, David. And
Just
can we just have a little look at our HUD here? What tells us?
10% wet track. I didn't get the forecast today. I didn't think
the next
I thought we had to
7
clear a race.
minutes, it's going to be rain. It's going to start to rain. Excellent.
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 With another 20 minutes to go, I'm sure the boys will be just chuffed about that.
They were not wanting
No.
to stop for wets. I can
Oh.
tell you that.
No way. No way. And they will be checking their braking areas very carefully for every heavy corner. So, yeah, this could change things up.
So we've still got a good battle there between Bear and Bangkok. Closest gap on track as it starts to rain now. The Lexus is generally reasonably good in the rain. Bear with the wiper on there, so he's got a bit of work to do. And 17 minutes
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, you did mention right from the get-go in the series that the Lexus was a bit of a contender in the rain, and Bear actually looks quite comfortable in that car. So he just
Yeah, I mean, it may have been a myth, David, but Bear did actually win a race in the wet at Lexus in the testing stages, which is where the theory came from, as we see the Ferrari go around the outside of him in the rain.
I thought it was just a myth, Farmo, really.
I think it might be, mate, actually. Yeah.
He didn't sound real confident.
No, look, I'm not now after watching that Ferrari just absolutely rip around the outside of Bear. Very well done, actually.
Yeah, it was tidy pass on the outside from Cook there. Ferrari, well done. Bad luck there. Come on, mate, lift your game.
Lift your game, Bear. Where are you? You're in 15th.
Oh, mate, we've been doing this shit for ages. As Farmer said, let's go.
Yeah. Can't blame that OSW wheel you got either.
That's it.
Hey.
Right. So yeah, here we go. Look at this. As the rain streams down. We got 15 minutes to go. Track temps coming down a little bit. The ambience coming as you'd expect with a little bit of rain. But yeah, clearly the guys are going to stay on the slicks, aren't they, Farmer?
They are,
I mean,
it
you
doesn't
know,
look that serious, does it?
Nah, it doesn't. And this late in the game, surely it's just they just deal with it, wouldn't they? Unless it's totally pissed out.
Absolutely. Just looking at the lap times, Davo, and the fastest man on track last lap round was actually Josh. So.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Slightly quicker than Glenn, but
is it enough?
I'm not sure that it's enough at this stage.
Where's Aztec actually?
Circulate the third.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a big gap behind him actually to JB now, so
yeah.
Pretty comfortable there. Josh, is it 5 seconds? Is it really? Is that what it tells us on the data there? I think it does.
I think that's what it says on mine.
Yeah, to Glenn. So quite a big gap, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done from Gleno there at the moment. So, but it looks like it's raining sort of pretty heavy on my screen, although it doesn't show on our data. But yeah, I'd much rather be in the comms box here than trying to manage the old Datsun or the Glenhose Aston at the moment in first position. So, geez,
Yes, a little bit of
just
unknown, isn't there? There's always that
yeah.
unknown of how
So,
hard can I push.
yeah, absolutely. This late in the Enduro too, Farmer. As I just noticed, is that Crossy's car not too far in front of the leader as well? But yeah, Glenna needs the gain. I'm sure he's focused. He needs that. We're still doing the endurance round point system is a little bit different to the regular rounds, I think. So
Yes, it is a little bit, I think, a little fuel
more generous.
more generous. Yes.
As we see Crossland pull into the pits.
Do we? His name, here he is.
Yeah, you'll have to go down a little bit.
It's a late pit stop from Crosby.
It's an extremely late pit stop for Crossy. And we got about 10 minutes to go.
He's having a bit of a sneeze on there, Davo. Managed to mute the mic for the viewers.
And
Yeah.
we'll thank you for that, actually, Farmer. If anybody's ever heard one of Farmer's sneezing fits, we will definitely thank him for muting his mic.
Yeah. Fucking fit, alright. God.
Yeah, okay.
I reckon it's going to stop my heart when I get old, mate. It's going to be the end of me. I'm going to sneeze and fucking fall over.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Alright.
You just see Crossy roll out of the pits there on my screen anyway, and yeah,
Okay.
looks very wet out there. Temperatures continue to tumble down a little.
He's got green stripes on his tyres. Does that suggest he's put the wet tyre on, David?
Oh, he has too. Well picked up. I didn't even notice that. He's gone out for the. He's going to be the guinea pig.
Just going to check the weather.
This will be interesting. This would be.
It's going to carry on raining, so.
He's well back, so
Yes.
he's. I don't think it's going to make a difference in the outcome of the race, but it'll be interesting to see what sort of times this car does. And how long it does them for.
Yeah, we'll wait to see what sort of lap times come up from Crosby. Glenn, 3.3 seconds now to Josh, so that gap is coming down, David. It's come down a couple of seconds.
They're well inside of each other now, and I'm sure the old the carrot of the Bentley sitting in front of Josh Vediger is all too close now. He'll want to get to that car. At least put pressure on him. He won't be able to help himself, and I'm sure Glenn equally as much. And you do, and you watch.
See you making gains.
And if you're in front, you're watching your mirror, and that timer.
And that just puts pressure on you, doesn't it, when you watch that timer when you're in front.
And just behind that is Aztec. And Aztec has not put a foot wrong this whole race. And that Bentley has just run solid all race. So, you know, if there's any slip-ups up the front, Aztec will take advantage of it.
Maybe a little bit more rain on my screen, Dave. Are you possibly there?
Yeah, it looks bad, but on the data it doesn't actually show.
No, you're right.
So it's I don't know what to say, because it looks like it's pouring down. It says it's 10% rain on the data, and it is pouring down.
Oh yeah. What have we got? 7 minutes, 7.5 to go. Glenn's still leading. With Josh closing down now to 1.9 seconds behind him. Aztec's still kind of coming there too, and she can see Josh now in front of him. Joe Boy's kind of on his own. Josco's still holding 5th in the Lambo. Stevo going round in 6th on his own. Chesna in 7th. BK 8th. Ashley still holding that 9. And Jake for the top 10. Good stuff there, guys. One kind of status quo. Matt Cook gone back to 14th now, so he's only got 7 minutes to get into the 10 for the odds to come in. Not liking that bet, Davo. Anymore?
No, not looking good there, Farmer. might lose a couple of bucks on that one, I think.
Might be a tenner down the drain. Yeah.
But never was a betting man, so that's why.
Yes. So Josh down to 1.4 seconds. This is going to go to the wire possibly with six minutes to go now. So
it's getting close, and the track.
Oh, Josh pushing hard as he puts a couple of wheels onto the grass there.
Yeah, a couple of wheels too, and it looked a little bit sketchy. Yeah, oh mate, hour and a half of racing. This is going to be close. The Datsun's starting to shine in the rain. That Bentley's just looming in the background the whole time. I almost want to play the Jaws music right now. It's just like dun dun dun, dun. You know.
Said he knows that these two, maybe he's hoping they'll come together for him, and he'll just slip past them both.
Yeah.
Nah, look, I don't think the Bentley's going to bring itself into this battle. Josh now within a second. He's got it down there, gap down to 0.9. Glenn will be worried now. He'll know he's got, what have we got? Maybe 3 laps to go. And Josh has really arrived on his bumper 3 laps too early probably for Glenn's liking.
Yeah, close stuff.
So last lap round, Josh 0.9 of a second quicker than Glenn. Where's Crossy? What did he do? Nah, look, Crossy.
Check out Bear Grylls and Matty Cook, is it? These guys are going hardcore. Oh,
What did we just miss here, David?
Go back
We're just
a few
having
seconds.
a little rewind here as we see Matt Cook go down the inside. Just have a little coming together. I'm sure that there was much in there.
Yeah, great lead up to that. The boys were battling hard. They've been raced really close all night. So, the second half of the race at least. So, Yeah, nice work from both drivers.
Josh having a really good look on Glenn there out of the top of the
Oh, it
hairpin
is
there.
close. It is close. Here we go. As we thought, what do we got, Farmer? 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. Oh, Josh, up the inside. Oof.
3 minutes, yeah, 2 more laps, mate.
Hey.
Oh, and Glenn with a big drift into that final turn, and look at the Datsun got the good run there, did he?
Okay,
No.
so this is what tells us who pushed harder all night.
Yes.
Right here. Who's got the tyre left?
Who's got something left? Has Josh done it? Nice, big braking manoeuvre into one. Yeah, got it done with relative ease there in the end, Davo.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, nice work.
Yeah, just like you say, 3 minutes too early.
Yeah.
And you're right, that Bentley is looming in the background. 4.6 seconds behind Glenn now.
Yeah, cue the Jaws music now. And good work from the boys up the front tonight, and good strategies, like some really vastly different strategies.
Oh, and Glenn pushing really hard there as he
I saw that.
just let the car drift right off into the edge, and that would have been a hell of a moment behind the wheel there
and
for him.
Again,
oh, he's so lucky to save that.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, it's right behind him.
Right behind him, man. Couple of minutes to go.
Yeah, great drive from our third place Bentley. Actually, he's still got the front runners like right there in his sight after an hour and a half of racing.
Yeah, for sure. John McDonald, Mark Dosco, Steve Melling. We got Chesner, Ashley Rediger, BK, and Jack McKellar running out the top 10 as they come towards the end and the final lap.
So Crosby for 49 flat seems to have been his best on the wet there too. So really sort of matching Josh's pace at the front of the wet tyre, but not really any significant gain.
No, and it'd have to be pretty wet to warrant it. As we see the rain creep up into the 20% now, but very late in the race and hardly worth a mention now as the last.
Oh, excuse me, David.
It's okay, mate.
And our viewers, sorry about that. Yeah, so what we got coming into the final couple of corners, really. And a little battle ahead of Josh there between Cameron and Aaron.
Yep.
That's going down to the wire for those boys are actually battling for 19 and 20.
Yes. Last corner. Very wet finish to the race. As we see Joshy, Gleno and Aztec first, second, third. Just slipping in behind a couple of back markers there as a crowded start-finish line.
Just catching John Boy come around for fourth.
Yeah, John Boy coming around for fourth in the final corner there. And Josco wouldn't be too far behind, but he was definitely. The old Lambo was a bit tricky, probably in the rain too.
Probably was a handful in the rain, wasn't it? Yeah. Excellent, mate. Good top 5 there, Josko.
Yeah, good top 5.
Steve-O coming around 6th place around the final turn here. Looks a little bit beat up there on the side. Great stuff. Ashley in P7. Probably one of his better finishers, I would say.
Anthony Chester.
In that McLaren, yeah.
In the McLaren there, yeah.
Ash to 8th, so I think
And
he's
Ash-
come from way back from. Didn't we have him
Yeah.
down in like 18 off the grid, I think?
Yeah, well, he got up to 10th and we were praising him already, and
Yeah.
then he's climbed another couple of positions there. I thought he's done really well to claw back in the Ferrari there tonight, in the new chassis.
The new chassis. So we just watch BK go through there and Jake for the top 10. Aaron for 11. A couple of these cars looking a little bit beat up there.
It's been a tough night. Tricky corner here, tricky track here at the old Kyalami.
Calamari. The old Calamari track.
That's right.
Yeah, great stuff. So what have we got? Troy 14, Kenny 15, Crosby back in 16th.
Crossing and Damien in 17th, Carlo in 18th, Aaron McElroy 19th, 20th, Kevin May. Well, Kevin went back a little bit there.
Yeah, he did.
21, Ryan, Owen, Willisy. 21. I got a couple of. Okay, the boys are dropping out. Yeah. Okay.
Owen, Pete, B-Dog. Rounds us out, mate. Well done. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Have we got our P3 winner, which was
Aztec.
Okay. Alrighty. Welcome to the comms booth there.
Hello.
P3. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Looks like a good drive. Looks like you had a good drive.
Yeah, it was good. Enjoyed that. Felt like I earned that one. Thanks to Kmart Aqua Shoes. Thank you very much, Kmart.
Kmart
Aqua Shoes.
Yeah, worked well for you.
I expect you to have a cover bun or something.
Yeah, we got the carbon fibre picnic hamper put in this week. So.
Nice work. It obviously made a difference.
It did. That was a good race. It was fun.
Yeah, no, good solid performance, man.
Yeah, well done on your pit stop strategy too, mate. You jumped a lot. Very soft letting Josh through, but we gave you credit for that.
Strategic, man. Strategic.
Yeah, well, we were thinking that at the time. Well done on your P3. Congratulations.
Thanks, fellas.
All right, thanks, mate.
Yeah, good work.
All right, second place goes to Glenn. Where are you?
Glenn.
Welcome to the P2 cons booth there, Glenn. Congratulations, buddy.
Golf claps.
Hey, Farmer. Hey, Davo. How are you, boys?
Well. And yourself? Did well this week, mate. Good to see. Good to see.
Could have done without the fucking rain.
Yeah, it ended 3 minutes early for you, we think.
Yeah.
You would have had it done,
props to the young lad, old Josh. He's I couldn't hold him off, mate. I think I had some good numbers in the dry, but couldn't touch them in the wet.
Yeah, class act, man. Both is good race.
It was a good race, mate. Really good to watch you tag on to the back of him to start with, and then you jumped him, I think, in the pits after, some good strategy there, and then you had a great gap, and then he came back at you in the wet. So it was great to watch, mate. Really good battle.
Yeah, no, appreciate it, boys. No, and Aztec did really well too. I really, it was probably the most enjoyable enduro I've ever done. So it was really cool.
Yeah, definitely good. Yeah, good work.
Good work, mate. We'll see you back here again. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Okay, and
Number one is who was that? I'll have to scroll. Do we got to scroll up there somewhere? I don't know who that was. Who was that?
There he is. Bring him into the
Is that?
comms.
Oh, that's
Welcome,
right. It's
welcome,
this guy
mate.
again.
It was
Hey.
this guy. This guy won it, eh? I'm pretty sure this guy won it. Yeah, well done, Josh.
Hey,
Yeah,
awesome
thanks,
work,
guys.
Josh.
Awesome, mate. Good comeback at the end there after you got jumped in the pits in the wet. Great drive.
Yeah,
We watched it.
good
yeah, well
finish.
done.
Good
Yeah.
finish.
Thanks. Yeah, I saw the rain come up in the forecast, and I thought, "Oh, you beauty." The
Yeah.
missus likes the wet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
showed.
the,
It showed.
the
It was all
Dadson's
good.
obviously okay in the wet because you were having good times there, and even Crossy put on wets, and he was still not quite matching your time. So, yeah, it looked like it was going pretty good for you.
Yeah, I think it's just got really good traction off the. There's a fair few slow corners on around there, so it was yeah, it wasn't too bad. Just had to stay off the concrete curbs on the outside. Had a couple little slips on them, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Yeah. So see the on the exits that you were getting, you reckon that was, better, or on the entry like under brakes or?
Do you mean like in the rain?
Yeah, yeah,
For like taking different lines.
yeah.
I was trying to.
Where was the
think-
gain?
Yeah, like coming off. I don't know what it's called, but it's like up the very top, the tight
corner.
left-hander.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was keeping a tight line through there to stay off the rubber that was already laid down. You could definitely feel there was a bit more grip on the inside. So yeah, I'm not sure if that actually made time, but yeah, it felt like it did. So yeah, I was just looking for sort of the bare bitumen.
Yeah, right. Well, you were gaining a good second per lap there at the end when you got onto the back of him. So you clearly were finding it somewhere, bud.
Yeah. Nice work, mate.
Yeah. Good to hear from you, Josh. Well done, mate. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
again, no doubt.
Yeah, hopefully.
You've got a chair up here now, so sweet as. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
mate.
good work, Josh. Right.
And no Perkins tonight.
No Perko.
Josh.
What's?
Yeah, no.
what's-
Sorry, Davo. Yeah, no Perko. So, just thinking about the chair we had in the booth. It's actually Josh's chair sitting next to Perko's one, which is getting cobwebs on it, mate. So
Yeah. There's always room for more. So yeah, when these boys can't race, they're always welcome to jump in the booth. But, yeah.
all right. What do you reckon? Thanks for watching.
Yeah. What
Good
a
stuff.
great race. Yeah. Good round 5.
We'll see you next week. We'll do it again.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you. Thanks for everyone for watching.
Absolutely.